Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot, and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Aquarius might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for November 21st through the 30th of November 2020. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless, so whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Now, if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, of course, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest. And if you know your other planetary placements, feel free to watch those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, so with all that little intro being said, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Aquarius for the rest of November 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for November the 21st through the 30th, 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Aquarius for November 21st through the 31st, 2020? And one more time. Okay. All right, now I'm going to divide these into three. All right. The card on the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. All right. So that Hermit energy has been showing up a lot in the readings this month. Now, the Hermit energy is all about taking that time for, self-reflection, things that, got you to where you are now, thinking about where you're going to be going in the future. Now, I'm going to put this card right here, and as we go through this spread, I'm going to show you how that card's going to relate to the different cards that are coming up in your reading. Now, for those of you that are new here, I do 4 rows, okay? And the first row pertains to you, what you may have recently been going through, things that you're currently dealing with, and things that are coming towards you, whether it's situations or people. The second column is the same thing, only for your twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart, karmic partner, an ex, maybe somebody new that you just met. However, it's generally the person that's on your mind the most, the one you're thinking about when you wake up in the morning, and that last person you're thinking about when you go to sleep at night. Now, I've just laid out 2 cards in each of the 4 rows. I'm going to do this 2 more times for a grand total of 24 cards. So with 24 cards being done, we're going to have a pretty good idea about what's going on for the rest of this month. Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands along with this King of Pentacles energy. So you may have been dealing with an earth sign, which is oftentimes very wonderful for an air sign. It's very grounding. They tend to have a lot of the same taste, I guess, taste in music, taste in art, taste in beauty, taste in sensuality as air signs are very compatible. It's, when the two find each other, it's really awesome. This is a relationship that you are either currently in, currently were in, or one that is coming towards you, okay? Now you've got the 7 of Swords as well as the Tower. So I see that most likely this was a person that, sneaking around, lying, cheating. Everything came to a head and fell apart. And this is most likely why you are stepping back and taking a little time for yourself to rediscover, exactly what it is that you do want from a relationship. Kind of finding yourself again. In fact, with the 6 of Wands, you're kind of seeing it as a kind of a victory in a way, because it's like you dodged a bullet. And of course, as you're moving on, you're thinking about it's the end. It's the ending of all these terrible things that are with you. You're not going to even carry these burdens with you anymore. You're thinking about it. You're not going to. The tens are all about ends of cycle. There's no need to carry this with you into the future. And deciding what it is that you want out of life the most, figuring out, what's fair for you, what's fair for that person that you left behind, what's fair for your future partner that's coming into your life. Now, I do see that this earth sign from your past is going to be reaching out to you, and for a little bit it's going to feel maybe like they weren't wanting to let go, that they're feeling a little stalkerish or something. Yeah, that they weren't exactly the best person for you to be with, especially with that 7 of Swords. And I really don't like this little guy in this card here. Yeah, it's a typical narcissist, liar, cheater, manipulator type person. But when you leave, when you have enough of it, well, they feel threatened and they can't stand it because they're the one that got left behind. So they want to keep their eye on you, okay? They're kind of watching you, kind of, stalking your social media type of thing, asking friends about you, wondering what's going on in your life. Okay, I see that you're doing really good without them. I just got a picture of like Madonna from her video Material Girl, where she's surrounded by men, and they're not liking that so much. So anyway, we have the 6 of Pentacles as well as the 3 of Pentacles. Your partner has the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. In your obstacles and challenges, we have the Knight of Wands and the 2 of Cups. And in your outcome, we have the Queen of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Okay, still moving away, still finding your own way there. So definitely tired of, giving and putting into this relationship and basically not getting anything in return at all. This is a person who just tended to take from you and not really give anything back. They didn't give you any respect. They didn't, look up to you. They didn't respect anything about the relationship. They were just there to take from you and to figure out, how they could continue to have you for their honey hole. Okay, and a honey hole is like when you go fishing and you find this little special spot that every time you go there you always get a bucket of fish or whatever. And this is kind of how they feel with you, is that they know that there's some kind of weird little connection there between the two of you, and they know exactly how to bait that hook to get you to continue giving to them. But that kind of wore out its welcome for a while. So now that you have left the relationship, you're thinking about your future. You're making these plans. Maybe you're going to school, maybe you're moving cities, maybe you're getting a new job. You're thinking about yourself, you're working on yourself, and becoming your own autonomous person. You're totally in absolutely no need of this person. You never did need them in the first place. They needed you. And your person is kind of like coming after you. They're kind of pursuing you. They're thinking about, they need to get you back to punish you for leaving them, making a fool of them. And you are thinking about these boundaries that you've set for yourself, and the fact that you want a person that actually respects the boundaries of a relationship. Okay, so let me get a sip of water here. Okay, so Queen of Wands as well as the 8 of Cups. Yes, you're Aquarius, but you're having a lot of this Queen of Wands energy about you. You're kind of playful. You're out having fun. You have no problem moving away from this relationship because you know there's better. You know you deserve better. You know that there's more out there for you to, have in your life and experience, and to have those gifts that are being offered to you. I have such bad allergies, guys, so excuse me if I'm sniffling here. All right, so in your last little set of cards, we have the Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man. Your partner has the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Swords. Okay, in your obstacles and challenges, the Magician and the King of Wands. Okay. And in your outcome, we have the High Priestess and the Lovers. How awesome can it get? So definitely, you're no longer stuck. You're no longer having these feelings of like you can't get out of the situation. You don't feel bound to it anymore. You can use this Ace of Swords here to cut yourself free and to walk away from it. This is like goes along with the Six of Wands here that you have. It's kind of a victorious moment for you to get away from this person knowing that you're doing just fine. You're shining. Your person that you're leaving behind, they can't stand it. They regret letting you go. They want you back so bad, just so that, you know, they can be the one to let you go. And they'll do that. Okay, just keep that in mind if you have a weak moment. This kind of tending to be a theme tonight. Maybe it's the way the stars are aligned or whatever. But there's a lot of things going on with people where they're thinking about taking that creepy ex back just because you're having a weak moment, or because, you know, you might be lonely, or, you know, holidays are coming up or whatever. But promise, there's more. There's more. So you've taken this time for healing, and even though you're realizing that this was for the best, you know, you're respecting that, you're accepting that, you're taking it as a lesson learned, and you're continuing to put this love that you have out into the universe. And of course, it's going to attract more love back to you. Okay, it's going to be such a very happy love that it will overflow into all areas of your life. So with the King of Wands, naughty people out there, we have the King of Wands as well as the Magician. So this King of Wands, this is kind of the little playful, sensual side of yourself that's coming out. And, you know, as you put out into the universe what you want to attract, you're wanting to attract someone who has the same type of drives as you do, who has the same type of tastes in certain areas that you do. And when you do that, you will be able to attract that into your life with this Magician, kind of like the law of attraction. When you have your obstacles, challenges, fears, and anxieties, when we dwell on the things that we're most afraid of, that keep us from moving forward, that actually begins to manifest itself negatively into our lives. Okay, and what happens there is excuse me, what happens is it's just like with the law of attraction, those negative things begin to come into your life, and you don't want that to happen. So whenever you find yourself thinking, oh, this will never happen, this will never happen, just turn it around. Just turn it around and use that law of attraction to your favor. Believe it, claim it, see it. It's yours. It's sitting there waiting for you in the universe's little storehouse full of goodies and favors, and all you have to do is claim it, and it comes to you. I promise it does. When you have the Magician card, you are using all the things that you have to manifest exactly what you need into your life. And when you do that, when you think about these things and you meditate about them and you pray about them, and you ask the universe for guidance, then that true love does appear into your life. One that is balanced, one that does understand boundaries and respect. And that is your reading for the rest of November 2020. I love you guys, and thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. All right, bye-bye. Love you.